I know you've heard of sick leave, compassionate leave, maternity leave, but how about menopause leave? It was one of several suggestions from the Women and Equalities Committee that was rejected by the government.
Well, that decision in part was made because it was argued that it could prove counterproductive and create discrimination risks towards men.
Well, joining us now to discuss this is Olympian and menopause campaigner Michelle Griffith-Robinson. Thank you so much for being with us. And we've got some great messages coming in on our 5 phone from our viewers tonight as well. Michelle, I've got to say, when we were looking at this in the office today, this story, when people read the discriminatory risks towards men, it was fascinating, wasn't it, to look at the look on, understandably, some women's faces when they heard that. What have you made of what you've seen today?
Again, you know, I have to start by saying it was no surprise to me, to be really honest with you, no surprise at all. Inequality in women's health has always been, you know, what I've expected, really. It's just very sad that, you know, again, women, midlife women over 50 years old are again, going to be leaving the workplace. 1 in 10 women leave the workplace because of menopausal symptoms. And the government cannot recognise that and start to protect these educated, well-equipped women, you know, to go into be CEOs and everything else. They can't look after us. It's really sad.
What do you make of one of the government's defence is that providing support such as menopausal leave could be discriminatory against men?
I laughed at that. Again, men would love to be able to support us. So it's not, we're not against the men. We want men to be part of it. Today I had a conversation with my 3 older brothers and they were like, you know, the more you can tell us about it, we'd like to be able to support our partners and our colleagues at work. So I'm sure a lot of men don't think that at all. I think it's the government trying to, you know, buy themselves out of it again.
They are agreeing, aren't they, to more flexible working agreements and arrangements. Is that going to make a difference or is that not enough?
I guess, you know, I'm not sure how about flexible. You know, they're acknowledging the fact that we do need, you know, women do need some form of sick leave. But I'm not sure. I don't think they really agreed that today, to be honest with you, Dan. From what I understand, they haven't agreed that at all. They've said that they've mentioned it and we've pushed to get it even as a pilot and they haven't done that. So, again, you know, where do we stand with this? We're back where we were before. They're just paying lip service to midlife women.
Michelle, I'd love your response to some of the messages that we've been getting. I've been deep in them. They've been very interesting response. So Yasmin in Leamington Spa says, I'm really disappointed in the government's decision to reject menopause leave. My job includes recalling information and I've really struggled with this lately. I hope campaigners, that's you, Michelle, will push the government to reconsider. Val from Glasgow says, it's really disappointing decision. I have struggled in the workplace over the last year, resulting in having to walk out one day and I didn't receive any support from my boss. Jane from Norwich, I feel sorry for any woman who has problems with the menopause. And I did ask for guys. One man got in touch.
Good on you.
Wait till I say what I'm going to say. Barry says, I think the menopause is a personal problem, not a work-related one.
Michelle, I retract my statement.
Say that.
Exactly.
Oh gosh, no! Don't get me started. You know, in response to some of those ladies talking about brain fog, you know, one of the main symptoms that women face is brain fog. That's a real life thing. Depression, palpitations. These things affect your everyday life, especially your workplace life. You're at work a lot of the time. So, you know, when you're going into work feeling very, very low, and I've had friends come to me saying they feel very, very low. Now, let's get this straight here. Not every woman is going to go through these symptoms, and these symptoms aren't going to be, you know, as debilitating. But there's a massive, massive proportion of women that they are debilitating. I'm a life coach, a motivational speaker, and sometimes I have to come out there and say, guys, I've got brain fog. I can't remember my train of thought. You know, so we should be supported.
Well, Michelle, I'm going to end with the message from Yasmin Leamington Spa. Continue to push the government to make the changes needed. But Michelle Griffith-Robinson, really good talking to you. Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose the important thing is every time we